Welcome back to Tom's Garage again. What's happening? Good morning, good Friday morning. It's Friday. And today, pow, Troy-Bilt TB, I can't even tell what it says, it's so crusty. TB110 with the 550EX Briggs engine. Well, I tell you what, I ain't done a crusty one in a while. Hey, look at it. Whoa, what is that? That thing's got a hole in the gas tank. Looks like it's burnt. Well, that ain't good. That ain't good at all. Yeah. Let's see if this thing even runs. I checked the oil in it. It's the first thing I do. That's the first thing I do. It didn't look too awful bad. Let's see if it runs. Run like the wind. Running kind of weird. Well, it runs, but it just runs kind of weird, kind of high RPMs. Like it ain't got a blade or something on it. Let's see with the air filter. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Crusty little mower. Crusty little mower. Goodly moogly. Look at that blade. Yeah. Oh, you talking about wore out. Goodness gracious alive. Woo. I'd say this one here needs a whole bucket of love. And we're going to give it a whole bucket of love. We're going to go give it a complete service, including a brand new blade. It's a brand new blade. I gotta tell you what, let's do. Let's walk out to the old shed of shame and see if we can find him a new, well, not a new, but another gas tank. I got a couple things I need to carry out there. I got a set of Toro wheels. I got a couple of Toro cables. All right, let's walk out here to the shed of shame. See if we can dig up. I don't keep this building locked because I'm hoping somebody will come break in and take all this junk. Here. Ooh. Ow, I just hit my head. Boy, it's spooky out here. Ooh, it's spooky. Spooky. Put them wheels up there on the shelf. Got a bunch of engines right between the Christmas decorations and whatever junk that is. Let's see, we need a gas tank. Hey, there's another cable. I love my cables. Yeah, here's a couple of gas tanks. One there. One there. And of course they're both missing the gas cap. Ain't nothing safe around here, I'll tell you, I'll get it. Somebody's going by on a scooter. All right, let's get back in there. Let's get this little mower fixed up. Let's do it. I don't know what in the world happened to that gas tank. On that one. Looks like some kind of acid or something dripped on it, or it caught on fire or something. I believe that's the gas tank we need. All right. Let's tear this thing apart. Let's see, let me grab a bucket. We're going to drain the oil out of it. And while we have it over on the side, we're going to take that blade off and sharpen it. I'm just kidding, it gets a new blade. on here, because I know you're just dying to see me pour this oil out. Because you want to see it. And you're going to get to. Oh, yeah. All right, that was interesting and very exciting. Exciting. Okay, let's get that blade off. I don't know why I'm carrying this around. This stays on that side. Oh, look at that. That is one wore out blade. That thing's paper thin. I bet I could break it with my finger. Well. Spindle adapter looks pretty good. All right, new blade. New blade for the boy. All right. Looks like that oil is done dripping. Let's set her back over on the wheels. Get this out of the way. Dump it over. Let's put some oil back in it. I'm going to finish using the rest of this little 10W30 right here. I wonder if we got enough in there. I believe we might. I believe we might do. Let that be settling down there, and we're gonna get that spark plug out of there. Doodle. Looks like this is a 2018 model, so it's about 6 years old. Yeah, I say that air filter had this thing running rich. Grab us another RC 12YC. And grab my little tool here. We'll get it to 30. Close enough. Close enough for hurricanes, horseshoes, and hand grenades. Is it hand grenades or hand grenades? Got blowed up by a hand grenade. Alright, get back over there, boy. Alright, let's check the oil out. I ought to have time to settle off that dipstick tube. Well, I'll tell you what, that's got to be perfect right there. Perfect. I'm telling you what, that's perfect, sir. All right, dipsticks don't lie. I got just a swaller left in there. All right. Let's reach up here and grab a new air flitter. Wow. Oh, I just broke something when I stepped on it. I ain't gonna put this air filter on there yet because I'm gonna put the old one back on there when we wash it. That way I don't get the new one wet. Let's get the fuel tank off. I'm gonna clean the carburetor. And then we're gonna put it back together and see how she runs. Give it a good washing. And then call the fella to come and get it. Come and get your stuff. Look out for creepy crawly. Everything looks good. I don't know how much fuel's in it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now we'll go from the 8mm to the 7mm for these two little screws. Oh, there you go. It's a boy. Yeah. All right, let's go over here to the workbench. Let me grab my favorite carburetor cleaning buckets. Pans. All right, that was for the carburetor. This is for whatever's left in the fuel tank. Look at there, that clamp wasn't even on there. Somebody's been monkeying with it. Come out of there, boy! Oh. Come right off. Get rid of whatever's left in there. Let it drain, let it drain. Let it drain. Let it be loaded, bro. Have a good one. Well, you know I needed that gas cap. Let me go get it. Okay, I went and got it. Now these things can be awfully aggravating to get these gas caps out of there. So what we're going to do, this little thing goes down and it kind of hooks like a T. I've seen people break out in tears trying to get this out before. There's a certain way you got to do it. Grab it over there, pull it that way. Almost had it. Almost had it. Let me use my straight ones. Pull it all the way to one side. There we go. Just like that. O-ring still good. And just stick it in like that. Well, that's a different gas cap. Goodness gracious. Let me hit pause. I'm going to run back out there and see if I can find another gas cap or another fuel tank like this one. Well, let me do that. I ain't going to make y'all go with me this time. It's too spooky out there. Hang with. All right, I found the gas cap we needed. This is actually a new one I had on the shelf over there. Pow. There we go. Other than that, Looks good. Now we can save that gasket for another time. Set it up here on the wood. All right, let's take this carburetor over here to the door. Okay. We'll blow it off. Angelica's blowing. That thing ain't coming very clean. Another day off of it, boy. Oh, we'll come back over here now. Well, I'll tell you what, I can't wait till next week. They're saying it's going to be high about 80. And it's supposed to be 98 today. 98 today. Got a little bit of trash in. I don't see nothing. Yeah, I do see some water too. Yeah. Little bitty water droplets. Not, these are air bubbles here, but down yonder, you can see them kind of floating around. Turn a light on here so I can see what y'all are doing. Okay, yep. Those little water bubbles are going to find each other and make one big bubble. There it goes. Well, this is exciting, isn't it? Ooh-wee, welcome to YouTube. God, I'm so bored out here by myself all day, every day. Well, let's go back over here and blow it up again. Blow it up again. Yeah, I had to close that gate right there. Fella next door to the church parking lot looked like he ran out of gas. He had to push his car into a parking spot. So I ran back over here while I was checking the mailbox and closed my gate. I don't want him asking me for help. Yeah. You put yourself in the situation. Yep, that was bad fuel. That was awful yeller. Inside of it. Make sure that venturi right there don't slide around while you got this out, because that emulsion tube right there is what holds that still. Squirty, squirty. Seems to be open. Give it a puff. Little puff. Give that a little puff. You can see how this through here likes to slide out. If that thing gets cocked or anything like that, if it comes out, this thing will just leak, it'll just pour fuel right out of the air filter. All right. That little divot there goes in line with that. And make sure you get this all the way down. All the way down. Or it'll pour fuel. There, that's all the way down. Not tight. Not tight as plastic. And also make sure when you're taking this thing apart and handling it, make sure you don't flip that over on that side. Because then when the engine's running, it won't want to unchoke. It'll make it choke. So that goes there. Because that thermal piece from the muffler, when it gets hot, it'll push this all the way open. So watch out for that. Watch out for that. Make sure you get that all the way on. And put your clamp on it. Just like that. Pow. There we go. Oh, one thing I need to get right here. This always sticks to that intake tube when you pull the carburetor off, so make sure that goes down in there against that shoulder. All the way down in there nice and flat. I don't guess it matters how this goes. Make sure that clips all the way in. All right. All right. Like that. Get it there like that. Just got to go over that. Flip it in. Slide it all the way on, nice and flat. Well, missed it. Oop. There we go. All right. And what I want to do, since I have the cover off, is I want to make sure this is not bent down. And it looks to me like it is. It looks to me like that is bent down a little bit on that side. If it is bent too far, you'll see this actually rubs up in here. And it looks pretty good. I'm gonna leave well enough alone. If it is bent, it's bent just barely. Okay. Okay, let's get the cover back on. Well, no, let's not do that yet. Gotta put that air filter housing back on there first. First, I gotta blow this off. All right, back at it. Make sure you get your hose hooked back up. Crankcase vent hose. If you don't, you'll be sucking dirt. Sucking dirt. Nobody wants to suck dirt. Careful, it's going in plastic. Well, your little screw. This thing here doesn't seem to be lined up. There we go. It wasn't on there just right. All right, take your 7mm off, get your 8mm back. Here it is. All right. Put your cover back on and make sure everything looks good. All right, everything looks good. All right, let's put some fuel in it. I usually put fuel in it before I finish putting it back together to make sure it ain't got no leaks. But we didn't do that this time. But I'll give him a full tank that time. All right. Well, just wash my lid. Hoo-yah. Okay, I don't see no leaks yet. That bowl should be almost full by now. I've changed the oil, new spark plug, new blade, replaced that fuel tank, had a hole in it, cleaned the carburetor. Now let's lower it down and see how she runs. I think it might have been running funny because of that blade. That blade was just missing so much material, it was just too light. A little bit. Take my little clamper and clamp the bail back. Give it a pull. Hey y'all. That sounds much better. That sounds better. Perfect RPM, 3100. 3100. Hi. Boy, that thing's nasty. Let's pop this back in. Let's take this thing out there and I'm going to impress that fella when he picks it up. He's going to say, well, that's not my mower. Yes, sir, it is. That's nice. I'm going to grab. I like this old wore out SOS Scotch-Brite pad. It's not an SOS pad, it's a Scotch-Brite. It's wore out and it's pretty soft. We're going to give it a scrubby dub. We are. The last couple of things I washed, I didn't film, and a couple of you asked, I wanted to see you wash it, Dobie. Well, you're going to see me wash this one. You are. Let me grab my gallon sprayer here. I got half water and half purple power. Yo, Terrell said that purple power was alkaline, and I did not know that. So you don't want to use that stuff in a ultrasonic cleaner or nothing like that. It'll turn your aluminum gray, dull, dark, nasty. All right. How did I manage that? Got my hand stuck in it, I can't get it. Weird. All right. I'll lower the camera down and you're gonna get to see me wash a lawnmower. Wash our lawnmower. Close this battery door. I don't want to get water sprayed in the old gold pour camera. Hey-yah. Just start on top, give it a good soaking. Go around the engine block, under there, around the engine block, around the front, get the valve cover. Get this side here, get that engine block, get the dipstick, and then we'll get the frame, the deck, get the wheels, get them all soapy. Inside of the front wheels, that always looks good when they're clean. Frame and deck. Get this back flap too, that looks good when you get it nice and clean. Blow the dust off the handlebars. All right. All right. it on soft. Ooh, that water's hot coming out of that hose. Ugh. I don't usually do this, but I just want to do it for the video and do it for the fella that owns it. He's a really super nice guy. He always gives me a tip. Hint, hint. Give us some gators. Drop a little gator on your boy. See, it don't take just a minute to do this. Get all that nasty, moldy, dirty, whatever this black stuff is, algae or whatever it is from sitting outside. It's that nastiness on there. All right. Oh, look at that. Ugh. Ugh. And it really looks good when you get all that grass and dirt out of the tread on the tires. That front wheel right there. All right, and then you roll it halfway and get the other side of the wheels. Get all the grass out of there. All right, I'm gonna let this thing sit out here in the sun for about 10 minutes and just sun dry, like a sun-dried tomato. Whew, then we'll get back under the fan in the shade of the shop. If I get that right there to hook, I'll be happy. All right, turn the hose off and let's relieve the pressure. Always relieve the pressure by watering these two bushes right there. Okay. Get the majority of the water out of it. Give a thing a minute to dry. A few minutes, about 10 minutes. And alrighty, there she is. All nice and pretty. Didn't take just a few minutes. It didn't take long. Alright, let's get this old air filter out of here. So you do get it a little bit wet. But I went after it pretty hard with that water hose, so I'm surprised it ain't no wetter than it is now. Make sure that's all clean in there. A little bit of water right there. Right there. All right. Nice new air filter. All right, we've got a new blade, new air filter, new used fuel tank, new cap, spark plug, blade, change the oil, give it a good cleaning. She seems to run good. RPMs are perfect. Well, all right, boys and girls, thanks for watching another Tom Nummy video. It's Crazy Friday. Oh, DLT Lawn Care LLC. Tonight at 7 on his channel, we're going to do another live stream about 7 o'clock Eastern. Act goofy, blow off some steam, interact with folks, and just have a good time. So check that out. The old Shanster. Oh, guess what I got? I was going to do a separate video. I'm going to do a separate video on that. Exactly. Ha. I'll tell you his name though. Tony Colella. Thank you, brother. I'm gonna do a video on that thing. Might do that video on it Saturday tomorrow. Wait a minute, I ain't waiting until Saturday, man. This thing is cool. Check this out. Let me lower the camera down a little bit here. Y'all can see it a little gooder. I mentioned on one of my videos I needed one of these, and somebody got me one. You mentioned in one of your videos that you wanted one of these small things from all your videos. Talk to me. Tony Colella. Tony Colella. Tony Colella. He's a big old fine fella. Let me show you how this thing works. Show you how this thing works here. All right. What you do, it comes with a Apple iPhone or a Android adapter. You just stick it right in. There it goes. Look at there. Pa-pow! Ain't that cool? Yeah. I'm gonna do a colonoscopy on this little echo engine right here. I had this in the shed of shame. I tell you what, man, this thing right here, it'll save you a lot of money going to the gastroenterologist. Let's say, I wonder if you could turn your phone sideways and make it bigger. Let's see, you could turn the light on somehow or another. Yeah, here it is. It's got a little light right there. There it is. Look at there. Look at there. Look at there. You can see the piston. That piston's all the way at the top. Let me get it down. And you can download, you could take a video or a photo and download that, and you can show it, email it to the customer or whatever. This thing is neat. This thing's smarter than I am. Get that piston down a little bit. I don't know how well you can see that. I hope the glare from the light above ain't reflecting on it, because it's reflecting on my eyeballs. I can't. Look at there. Get that piston down there a little bit. I want to see that exhaust port. Yeah, look at the scratchy marks in that bad boy. Boy, this thing is cool. There's the exhaust port right there. Get the piston on down a little further. Yeah, look at the marks in that. Yeah, little scratchy marks. Let's see if we can. Yeah, look at there. Man, this is going to be one of my favorite toys. Thank you, Tony. That is so cool. I feel like I'm a real mechanic now. Thank you, brother. All right, now I'll end the video. Thanks for watching another Tom Nummy video. Love y'all, and We'll catch y'all on the next one, man. I love y'all guys and girls.